These are the top 7 foods to eat on a no-sugar diet. Watch closely because many of my patients have reversed their insulin resistance with these no-sugar swaps on their plate. And while you may already know the dangers of sugar, all that knowledge could be wasted by the hidden sugars you still eat. But what is a truly no-sugar healthy food? What do successful dieters know that you don't? To find out, I spent the last 10 years poring over charts, listening to patients, and analyzing the most successful stories of people who succeeded on a no-sugar diet. 50,000 conversations later, I discovered that the healthiest no-sugar meals share the same 7 ingredients. In this video, we'll walk you through them all.
I'm Zoe Reed, and this is Medicine Made Simple.
The first ingredient is by far the most important, and yet the most overlooked. Most of us agonize over sugar articles, ditch bread, and read labels to perfection. Then we throw some honey in our coffee and head off to work. This is a lopsided way to think about sugar. You're thinking natural sugar is different. Your liver, it can't tell the difference. A lot of people say honey's fine because it's natural, but your liver doesn't see honey that way. What it sees is pure sugar, stripped of the fiber and nutrients that slow absorption in fruit. And when you pour it into your coffee every morning, even just a teaspoon, it sends your liver into overdrive. Over a year, a single daily teaspoon of honey adds up to more than a kilo of sugar, all from your coffee alone. This isn't woo-woo celebrity nonsense. Halle Berry reversed her type 2 diabetes by cutting sugar out of her coffee. And recently, experts confirmed the benefits of sugar-free coffee on Good Morning America.
This could be great news for coffee lovers. This book saying that doing this, just drinking a cup of coffee, could be the best thing you do all day. Adding it won't just make you more alert, it could also wake up your diet too, burning fat, helping you stay satisfied, even boosting workouts. But is this the right diet for everyone?
But here's the catch. You can't boost metabolism or burn fat if you're putting sugar in your cup in the first place. That's why the first ingredient on a no-sugar diet is simple. Drink your liquids sugar-free. Start with black coffee, unsweetened tea, or plain water, and you've begun your reset. Once you've dropped all the liquid sugars from your diet, you're ready for the most crucial ingredient in your breakfast, fava beans. This is where most people quit. But if you can improve your blood sugar levels first thing in the morning, you'll automatically improve your body's response to insulin. The most successful no-sugar eaters I know start their day with fava beans. Just 30 to 40 seconds warmed on the stove or in the microwave. Half a cup is packed with protein and fiber, plus potassium, magnesium, thiamine, and zinc, all with 0 sugar added. Skip the canned pre-cooked versions. They sneak in 3 to 4 teaspoons of sugar per cup. Instead, add fresh tomatoes, onions, a drizzle of olive oil, and a spoon of tahini. You've got the perfect breakfast to keep you full until lunch. If you used to reach for cereal or granola bars, this is your new fix. Once you've done that, you're ready for the next phase. And this is where it gets interesting. At this point, you've stopped flooding your liver with liquid sugars, you've turned your metabolism on with coffee, and lowered insulin with fava beans. But the healthiest no-sugar diets don't just meet their metabolism's expectations, they exceed them. And they do it through something called the antioxidant effect. The antioxidant effect recognizes that berries, like blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, are all natural antioxidants. They're enough to calm cravings, but low enough in sugar to keep insulin flat. Think of berries as nature's candy that actually helps you heal. Research shows that eating half a cup of blueberries a day improves liver health, reducing fat storage, oxidative stress, and inflammation. In fact, people with the highest anthocyanin intake, which is the water-soluble pigments found in plants that give them their red, purple, and blue colors, had 53% lower odds of fatty liver disease. Keep your morning coffee black, your fava beans warm, and finish with a handful of berries. Now, if that sounds too light for breakfast, welcome to ingredient number 4, eggs. Eggs are the ultimate sugar-free comfort food. Protein, healthy fats, and choline. Your brain and metabolism love it. Start your day with eggs and you'll stop craving muffins by 10 a.m. When you eat protein first thing in the morning, it raises dopamine and stabilizes blood sugar for the rest of the day. You avoid the glucose roller coaster that happens with cereal or toast. Your first meal sets the tone for every meal that follows. Don't overthink it. Boiled or cooked in a small amount of olive oil is the way to go. Add avocado or greens, and you're combining protein, fat, and fiber, the holy trinity of stable insulin.
Amen.
Eggs keep you full until lunch, so you can go longer between meals without snacking. They're also one of the most misunderstood foods. Now, to the nitty-gritty. Everyone always asks, what about cholesterol? Yes, the yolk does contain cholesterol. If you have insulin resistance or metabolic syndrome and high cholesterol, that matters. But the yolk also contains nutrients your body needs to regulate cholesterol. Vitamins A, D, E, K, choline, and lecithin, which are a group of fats that help the liver package and remove cholesterol properly. So the same food that contains cholesterol also teaches your body what to do with it. Don't throw the yolk away. Just balance it. One whole egg plus a few whites gives you nutrients and volume without overloading the cholesterol. Cook them in olive oil, add greens or avocados. A complete meal for stable blood sugar. If eggs rebuild your metabolism, the next step is minerals to keep cravings gone. This brings us to the fifth important no-sugar ingredient, leafy greens. How do you know if your leafy greens are truly no sugar or secretly an Oreo in disguise? Look at your leafy greens. Look at them again and again. Look at them in your kitchen. Look at them at work. Have your friend try some. If they taste too creamy or too sweet, your liver probably thinks so too. Go back and cut out hidden sugar sources. Sauces, maple drizzles, cheese whiz, or ketchup on your celery. All of it has got to go. Spinach, kale, arugula. These are the holy grail of fiber and magnesium. Magnesium calms sugar cravings and keeps energy steady. Toss them into your omelet or make a simple salad. Your blood sugar will thank you. Which brings us to number 6, nuts and seeds. Nuts and seeds aren't snacks. They're ingredients for flavor and nutrients. Let's pause here for a moment and talk about a few things. First, let's be honest. Big food wants you to eat more. Why? Because they don't make money if you eat less. Sadly, many of the so-called health companies pushing grazing and snacking are owned by the same giants selling junk food. Weight Watchers, owned by the same investors who built a sugar empire in Europe. SlimFast, bought by Unilever, the same company that owns Ben & Jerry's. Jenny Craig, bought by Nestle. Yes, the people selling chocolate and ice cream. Big food markets snacks as tools to help you lose weight, all under that magic phrase, as part of a whole balanced diet. But we already know diet ads aren't just misleading, they're wrong. That's why it's crucial to stop falling for diet companies repackaging the same bad advice, and to stop wasting money on low-sugar snacks designed to keep you hooked on snacking because they're stuffed with hidden sugars. Almonds, walnuts, chia, flax, these are the staples during your meals. They're crunchy, fatty, full of fiber. They also slow digestion and keep insulin steady so you don't crash after meals. Just a small handful is enough. Sprinkle them on a salad or mix them into a meal. The goal isn't to snack all day, it's to build meals that satisfy you so that you won't want to binge on granola bars by 3 p.m. Spoken from personal experience. Number 7. Now we're getting to the meat, but not the potatoes. Chicken, beef, salmon, sardines, this is where the metabolic repair happens. Protein keeps you steady, satisfied, and reverses years of sugar burning. Build every meal around protein and watch your cravings disappear. For the best results, stop eating carbs after 2 p.m. No bread, no rice, no pasta, no potatoes. Switch to a higher protein, no carb dinner. It gives your body time to process food and rebuild insulin sensitivity. To understand why, let's talk about Buster. He reversed his type 2 diabetes. He's off his meds. His blood sugars are completely normal. But just a year ago, that wasn't the case. Buster was putting in the work, eating healthy, and working out 3 to 5 times a week. Yet his A1C stayed high. When we zoomed out and looked at how often he was eating, it all made sense. You see, every time you eat, insulin is released to bring blood sugar down. Eating 6 times a day, even with healthy snacks like almonds and kale, means insulin is constantly floating around in your bloodstream. So Buster made one simple change. Instead of grazing on 6 small meals, he switched to 3 solid meals a day, and what my patients love to call 3-MAD. His blood sugars dropped, his insulin levels stabilized, and his body finally had time to become insulin sensitive again. Bonus: avocados. Creamy, satisfying, full of good fats. They stabilize blood sugar and keep you full for hours. Add half to your dinner or mash it with lime for a simple guac. No chips required. Take your time to get these 7 ingredients right and you will see results. Going no sugar is hard. There will be days when you give it everything you've got and nothing seems to change. And then there's those days that you binge watch Netflix and somehow drop 5 pounds. It's enough to drive you mad. But if you're willing to stick with it, you'll win in the end. Real food, proper timing, carbs early, protein midday, healthy fats at night, and stop eating by 7 p.m. That's how you turn a diet into a rhythm your body can trust. That's your 7-food starter kit for a no-sugar diet. Don't just remove sugar, replace it with real food. Like and subscribe if you like this video, and leave a comment below. Until next time, everyone.